Years ago, maybe 35, 40 years ago, my sisters and brother, and there are 6 of us in the family, I got so tired of it. Christmas time, it was the same thing. Bluebird chocolates. I mean, they're good, but not every year. And so we decided, well, I suggested that we have story time, and every Christmas, each of us will write a story, something we remember about our childhood, and then that's what we share for Christmas.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So no chocolates or anything.
Yeah.
And so it worked out. We didn't have anyone. We made some rules.
Mm-hmm.
If you disagree with the story that's being told, and you've got secret information, keep it to yourself, because it's my story, and I'll tell it my way.
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. That's a good rule, actually.
Yeah. And so Carol and I met down at BYU.
Mm-hmm.
We went to BYU when anybody could get in. And we got in.
Yeah.
And Carol was an art major.
Mm-hmm.
And I was interested in something else, like language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but we did sign up for the same class. It was a class by Max Weaver. He's a teacher down there. And I was interested in this pretty girl that was in the same class. And we got to know each other because she knew a lot more than I did.
So she could help you?
So she could help me.
Yeah.
And so we started dating. And right off the bat, I want to tell you, there was no kissing.
Hear that? No kissing, no smooching.
And that was my rule. I met this girl that I wanted to get to know, but I didn't want to do a kissing thing.
Right.
So that's how it went. And I never kissed a girl in my life except for when I got married.
Wow. Wow. And the day you were married?
Yes.
First kiss? Wow, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
And so that's, we don't have any problem kissing now.
That is really neat. I love that.
And our birthdays are really close. My birthday is on July 2nd, and Carol's is June 23rd.
Okay.
And we, so Carol is 9 days older than I am.
Okay. Carol, I have to ask, how did you feel about the no kissing rule?
About what?
When Nick told you that you wouldn't kiss, how did you feel about that? The no kissing rule. Was that okay with you?
Was that
was
okay?
okay with me.
Yeah. That's good. You're a good woman then. You said, okay. All right. We'll wait. Wait until we get married.
Oh, dear.
I love it. Do you remember, Carol, how Nick asked you to marry him? Do you remember that? When you got engaged?
When we got engaged,
Do you remember where it was?
we were, where were we? Where were we?
We were getting out in the Army. I was in the Army.
Oh, yes.
We were in the Army.
Yeah,
And you were going to follow me to Okinawa.
Yeah.
that's right. And you flew. That's right, because you had to fly all the way over there.
Yeah. Well, there were some other girls, too, that were doing that. Not just staying home but living there.
Mm-hmm.
That was his job.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't tell us what he was doing really,
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't want me to be cold or what, or
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that's a brave thing for a young girl,
Oh
a
my
young woman,
goodness.
to get on an airplane and fly halfway around the world?
Yes. Were you married? Were you married here in the States, in America,
Mhm.
and then you flew over there?
well, what really happened was that I was going to,
You were teaching school.
huh?
You were teaching school.
Yeah, I was switching tools. I got a job in there, and then I stayed there for a time, and then when we had been riding things next to each other,
Uh-huh.
and then he said, "You could come up to here if that's all right."
Yeah, yeah.
So it said, "Okay, I will." And then when I told my mother, she said, "Oh, that's so wonderful."
Oh, she did? She was excited? That's
Yeah,
sweet.
she was excited.
Yeah.
All of my brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
they all got married just really fast.
Mm.
But I didn't want to do that, so I like to paint and just do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a job up in where was it?
It's one of the high schools in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, in
Oh.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And so I did that. And then learned the kids how to do things with
Yeah.
and make things and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
So I proposed to Carol in a letter.
Wow. From Japan.
Yeah.
Letter to Japan, and she flew over.
And she flew over, and we got married in the Salt Lake Temple.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I had to leave to go to
To go
Japan.
back right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and when Carol arrived, I wasn't at the airport.
Oh, no.
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
And you flew into Okinawa all by yourself?
There were two other girls, right? 2 or 3 other girls who flew the same.
Same flight out there?
Well, what I would do was go out of the thing, and it was close to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so when he was gone, I started painting things.
Oh, that's neat.
And I've got them,
Around the house?
yeah, all in around the house.
That's neat. That's really neat. Japanese paintings of Japan, of Okinawa.
Yeah.
Mm. So I kind of want to go a little further back too, because we started. I think we should go all the way back to your childhood. And do you have any? How about Christmas memories? What's your earliest Christmas memory? Because you saved some, right? You told your
Yes.
brothers and sisters some of those.
Yes. I think my favorite Christmas present from Santa Claus was a little wind-up train.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it goes round and round, round and round. And The first one I got, I broke it.
Oh yeah.
And so I got the same thing for next Christmas.
That's great. I love it. How old were you? That's a really early memory?
Oh, yes, that's an early one. And at my house, I had my only sister, one of my sisters, she and I were best buddies. And so we wanted to know what we were going to get for Christmas. And so my parents had a closet in this old-fashioned house we lived in, and it had you go in the closet and then you go like this and then you go like this and it's really dark.
Yeah.
And then, so we could feel packaging. So when my folks were not around, we would bring them all out and open them and find out exactly what we were getting for Christmas and then shove them back in the dark when we were through.
I love it. That's fun. The closet, that sounds like a fun closet actually. Scary closet.
Yeah.
Do you remember you used to fish a lot with your father, right?
What?
You used to go fishing with your dad.
Yeah. He would like to. He always liked to do that.
Yeah.
And so I'd say, "Can I go with you?" And he'd say, "Yes, you can."
Yeah.
So we would do that.
It's a good dad to take you fishing.
He was a good dad.
Yeah. Carol, I forget how many. Were you the only daughter, or did you have how many brothers and sisters?
My sisters,
One sister
huh?
One sister.
and two brothers.
What?
Oh,
One sister and
One
two
s-
brothers.
One sister,
yeah.
And two brothers.
and then 3 boys. So that's about all I had to do.
Yeah.
But and when we went anywhere, he would take me there and let me get the water out of there,
Yeah.
and then get
Carol has lived in a neighborhood with a fish hatchery just down the street on 33rd South in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And that was one of Carol's most favorite places to go and watch them transfer fish and haul them to the lakes and
Wow.
right.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Fish hatchery. That's awesome. Fishing. I hope my girls will go fishing with me, like you did with your dad.
See, I had all all the other people that were there. They were all boys, and then there was one girl, and all she liked to do was sit down and play with her little baby things. That's all she wanted to do. So when I went outside, and I like to be outside, so I stayed there,
Yeah.
and then I'd do whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I went up to where there was a place where you could go fishing in or something.
A pond.
Huh?
A pond.
A pony. And so I would go up there and watch what all these kids were doing. And
So you spent time outside. That's so good.
I always liked to be outside when I could.
Yeah.
And then
She wanted a dog.
Oh yeah.
I wanted a dog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it was where I was up there.
Uh-huh.
There were some of those.
Some of the workers had
What?
access to a dog.
What?
The workers at the
That's true.
fish hatchery,
Oh yeah.
they didn't they have a mother dog and she had pups?
So she had babies.
Uh-huh.
So we had little babies.
Uh-huh.
It was fun.
Yeah. I love that. These kids want a dog too. Hi, Emily.
Did you want to cut? Do you want to go out walking and find things?
Do you like spending time outside? Yeah. Emily does. Emily does. So, Nick, actually, I want to make sure we get to some of these memories that you've prepared.
Oh.
So you just tell me, give me any one of
Okay.
those that you want to talk
I
about.
went to grade school over in Hiram. That's where I grew up, is in
Oh.
Hiram.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And the old Lincoln School, 3 stories tall,
Mhm.
which is now ripped down. But when I was a little kid, it was the big school,
Mm.
and the principal's name was Bill Bailey.
That's a good principal name, actually.
Yeah.
I like that.
And they would have a talent show, and your talent might be a pet that you could bring to school. And my parents had a goat because my one sister was allergic to milk,
Oh.
and so we had a goat, and that was my job, was to milk the goat.
Yeah.
And I decided to take it to school with me.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a big flagpole out there, and when recess came along, I could go play with my goat, and then tie him up, and then take him home at the end of the day. But for the talent show, they had all little kids that played the piano and different things like that, and then they had a dancing competition.
Oh, wow.
And one of the kids in my class, his name was Rex Bickmore. When Rex came out on the stage to perform, he just stole everyone's heart. He just moved across that stage with the greatest of ease, tapping all the way.
I love it. That's so fun. A dancing and a talent competition. That's
Yeah.
just beautiful. Was it all the grades? Was it kindergarten all the way up through high school?
Yeah. Oh no, just kindergarten through 5th or 6th grade, I think.
Okay, so a true elementary school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is so fun. Carol, you went to school then in Salt Lake? You're down in the big city?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good place to be, but if you went up there now,
Oh.
you wouldn't be able to know that anybody was there.
Yeah, it's changed so much.
We had chickens and in our backyard, and then they would take care of them, and then have to go out of there, and my dad, he liked to do things that were fun and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's because that he was a really good man, and he didn't smack us or hit us or anything like that.
Yeah.
He would always say, my mother would say, why don't you let them do it? Leave them alone. Let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did anything I wanted to.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So, Nick, you showed your goat at the talent show. Did I cut you off before the end of your story?
No, it's we used to learn to fly. We thought, in the fall time, the school was surrounded by huge trees. They're all gone now.
Mm.
And when the leaves fell during recess time, we would build nests, leaf nests, and then we'd run from nest to nest.
Oh,
We
man.
thought that was great fun.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful time. It's fun to think of that. Was the Lincoln Elementary School that you attended right in the same place? Right in that park?
Yes.
Right downtown? Okay. It's too bad that they knocked a big
Yeah.
old beautiful building
Yeah.
down. Lots of fun memory, huh? What else do you have there that you wanted to...
Let's see. I was 12 years old when my family moved to Quincy, Washington,
Oh, wow.
and let me see, what was I thinking here?
Hiram, Utah to Quincy, Washington.
My dad bought a farm in Washington in the Columbia Basin.
Wow.
And so that was a lot of work.
Mm.
And he discovered that he couldn't make a living just doing a farm.
Yeah.
So he got a job welding on the hydroelectric projects along the Columbia River.
Mm.
And my dad would go to work in the morning, and he'd tell me what needed to be done at the farm during the day.
Wow.
So, and that was, hooking the tractor up to do different things, and I thought, I don't like this. This isn't fun.
Yeah, you're doing grown man's work, basically.
And then eventually I had a little brother, and he loved motors, bikes, and things like that. And so my dad bought him a motorbike, speeding down the road. And what did he buy for me? One of those things you put your feet on either side.
Uh-huh.
What is it called?
Like a scooter?
A scooter.
Yeah.
My dad got me a scooter. But I still like to just fiddle around with it. And I had it in the garage one day, and doing this with to increase the noise.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it got away from me.
Oh no.
And it went right through the door in the garage into the laundry room,
Oh no.
and then into the kitchen, and almost made it out into the backyard.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh dear. Just a little scooter, huh? A little gas-powered scooter.
Yeah, a little gas powered scooter, those ones like they make in Italy.
Yeah. I love it. That's super fun, huh? Scooter through the house. Oh boy.
I thought I was out on the farm one day and I ran out of water, irrigation water. And I thought, I don't want to drink that canal water, but I may have to. And so I got to the point of, you better do it, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And so I went up to the canal and it smelled bad because they put chemicals in the water for moss and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I drank canal water and then I waited to die. But I didn't.
Oh, did you get sick or were you okay?
No, I was okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Wow.
And then finally my dad showed up and, we never did go home until it was completely dark.
Yeah, just keep working. Oh. Were you on the farm all the way until you left home?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember the very last day I was on the farm before I went to BYU. And my dad was raising a crop of alfalfa seed.
Mm-hmm.
And the night before we would run it through the combine, the wind blew really hard and it blew everything into a ditch at the bottom of the field. Well, we couldn't just forget about it.
Yeah.
And so all day long we were working with pitchforks, pulling that hay out of the field, out of the ditch.
Oh man.
And I was allergic to this dust and stuff.
Yeah.
And my shirt, long sleeve shirt, was just drenched. And I told my dad, I can hardly wait to get away from this farm.
The very last day. Oh man.
And as I have thought about that over the years, I thought, you shouldn't be so critical of your dad because, he was doing the best he could to make a living for our family, and he was successful.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of hard work to get there.
Really had to work. Yeah. You said you learned like your time spent working really hard on the farm. I'm sure it blessed
Yes,
the rest of your life.
yeah. And one of my sisters, well, I had 4 sisters, and my dad would once in a while be able to get those girls out in the fields to get weeds. Everybody had a hoe, and you'd go down there between the rows and get rid of the weeds. And my one sister, she hated it so bad, and she didn't want to do it. So how it worked was she picked up a cloud of dirt and she'd throw it at me and bop me in the back of the head. And so I picked up one and it bopped her on the head and she started to bawl.
Oh, brilliant. She is brilliant.
She knew how to get out of it because that was once she started crying,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, she was done.
She was done.
Smart. Don't ever do that, okay, Emily? Don't do that. Oh man. How many brothers and sisters did you have, Nick?
I had one brother, my dad's favorite.
He was the younger one that got the nice
was,
motorcycle.
Yes.
Huh?
And he had red hair.
Oh yeah.
And red hair is a real big factor in both my grandparents' lines.
Okay.
And my mother loved his red hair.
Oh. I love it. So you got the nice motorbike and all the love. Oh dear.
But I've gotten over being a little envious of my brother.
Yeah.
He's a big, tough guy.
Is he really?
Yes,
Yeah.
big, tough guy. And my mother is, her dad was Norwegian.
Oh,
He
yeah.
immigrated. And and drinking coffee. That was just a wonderful thing for these people who grew up in Norway. It was being sociable,
Yeah.
and they loved to get together and talk Norwegian and drink coffee.
Yeah. I love it. Were there a lot of people here in Hiram that were immigrants from?
Yes, yeah, Danish.
Yeah.
You know, I've wondered what it must have been like 100 years ago or 150 years ago
Yeah.
in Hiram, because there were so many people who were coming to northern Utah from Denmark,
Yeah.
from Norway.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you'd walk down the road, you wouldn't be able to understand what anyone was saying.
Yeah. Right. That is awesome. Denmark and Norway. Man, that's wonderful. It sounds like from 12 until college was a hard time on the farm then.
Yes. You know, that first year that I went down to BYU, there was a bus service that left Logan, I think it was, and I didn't have a suitcase. My mother had a suitcase, but that was off limits to everyone else.
Uh-huh.
And so I found a plastic bag, you know, like a garbage bag.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I put my clothes in to go to school at BYU.
Oh, I love it.
And I was afraid that someone was going to steal my clothes. So I sat with this big plastic bag on my lap for a day and a half.
For the whole bus ride down there. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it, Nick. So, Nick and Carol, first of all, I want to make sure we get everything that you want to. Any other memories that you have?
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, well, I served a mission in Mexico.
Yeah.
Down in the Yucatan Peninsula, among the Maya Indians.
Wow.
And so that was neat. And I just loved those people.
Yeah.
There was a lady who we had taught, and she wanted to get baptized. And so she came to the chapel, and the chapel was an old residence. And the prior missionaries had built a baptismal font in the back where the rats and the mice were.
Oh.
And we took our investigator into the back to get her baptized. And the elder who baptized her, he took her down into the water, and the water was ice cold. And she came out of that water just screaming. And I don't know if she stayed active in the church or not.
Oh dear.
And our sleeping accommodations were they were kind of a knit string type thing. And so you would, when you laid in the bed, you laid kind of crossways. You couldn't just, you couldn't just be bent the wrong way.
Oh,
And in the middle of the night, you could hear the rats and the mice going through our food.
oh. Oof. It's bad.
Oh. When I finished my term of service, and I was out of the military, and so we had bought a brand new Ford. We bought a brand new car, and we're driving it back out to Utah.
Yeah.
And as we were coming down Parley's in Salt Lake, Emily, our oldest daughter, she was just having a fit, crying, so unhappy,
Yeah.
and she had a blowout.
Oh,
You know what a blowout is.
you know what a blowout is, yes?
And so I pulled off the side of the highway and we were going to see what we could do about the problem. And then I turned my head, and there was a cop who had stopped behind our car, and he looked in the window and went, so he went his way.
Just got back in his car and drove off. Oh man, that is classy.
That's when we went out. Huh? That's when we went out.
Yes.
Yeah, when you came back to Utah.
Let's
You know, he had to go to the. We got married, but he had to go to that. What's that place you went to?
I'm not sure what you're.
Huh?
To Japan when he went to.
I went to summer camp. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you did that.
This is Army summer camp. And
Oh yeah. The Army. Boy, that's a big thing too, you guys. Big part of your lives, huh? How many years were you in the?
I was in for about 4 years.
Okay.
They could give you lots of shots in the Army.
Do that shots.
Those kind of shots, there's no needle. It's just the velocity of the serum that's coming out the end. It goes right into your skin,
Whoa.
and I pass out really easily.
Yeah.
And I'm just so thankful. I fell backwards, and the guy behind me caught me for smacking my head on the sidewalk.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's terrible. I've never even heard of a shot like that.
And you have to stand perfectly still, or a movement it'll cut your skin.
My goodness. Holy smokes. It's terrible.
You wouldn't want to go in the Army. You're not interested in the Army, are you?
You want to be in the Army? No. That's good.
Well, I got to tell you something. When I was in the Aaronic priesthood in our ward,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just one ward in the town, and for several towns around, just one ward. And this one Sunday, there was a family came. Us boys didn't realize it, but they were investigators.
Oh yeah.
And when it came time to prepare the sacrament, they had a kid our age,
Mm-hmm.
and so we showed him what he needed to do. We told him which rows to take the sacrament to,
Uh-huh.
and everything went just fine.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, the bishop comes into our quorum meeting and he says, "Do you boys realize that family they were not members of the church?"
That was that up in Washington?
Yes,
Oh, that's funny.
bunch of knuckleheads. We were very careful about that sort of thing after that.
Yeah, yeah. Careful who you ask. That is funny.
That could happen in our ward.
Aww. You think so? When? Oh, actually, you keep going. These are fantastic stories. Keep telling us what's on your list. This is better questions than I could come up.
Oh yeah. There were a lot of farmers in Cache Valley who decided to move up to Washington into the Columbia Basin
Hmm.
because there was so much land.
Mm.
And so my dad, he went up with some friends of his from Utah, and they looked at the land and you know, to see what they thought it would amount to for them. And so my dad, yeah, he bought a farm,
Mhm.
and
Do you remember how many acres your farm was? Was it
about
really?
100 acres.
Wow. Yeah.
And let's see. Oh, let me move from that to a different story.
Okay.
In Hiram, the Miller brothers had a slaughterhouse
Mm-hmm.
over on the kind of the west and south side of town,
Mm-hmm.
and I was always interested in going to the slaughterhouse and just to see what they were doing. And
Yeah.
they were slaughtering pigs and cows and all. And I thought, those rabbits that my dad bought for me that are no fun to play with anymore, I'm going to bring them over here to the slaughterhouse and sell them to these guys.
Uh-huh.
So I got a box, put my couple of rabbits in the box in the wagon,
Yeah.
and away I went down to the slaughterhouse. Went in there, looked around, and finally, one of the workers said, "Kid, what are you doing here?" But I told him what I was doing there, and he said, "We're not interested in your rabbits. Take them and go home."
Dang. Oh, that's brutal.
And so I had to take them home. And what could I do with these rabbits?
I love that. That is funny. So the plan did not pan out. That's too bad.
Pan out. But it was still interesting to see how they, when they slaughter a pig. Do you know how they do that?
I've never seen that. No.
Well, this
You seen that?
Emily's,
You seen pig slaughtered? That's quite the word, huh?
this part on their leg, their back leg, there's a big tendon or something that goes down on the back,
Uh-huh.
and they take a knife and make a big slit in it, and then they've got a hook, and they hook in that thing, and then they pull it up in the air, and the pig is just squealing for its life.
Oh, it's alive still?
It's still alive.
Oh my goodness.
And then they slit its throat,
Yeah.
and all the blood runs out and all over the floor.
Oh my goodness.
And that's all it took for that pig.
Oh, that is traumatic. That'd be rough, huh? Huh? Oh, wow.
Don't let it make you cry, Emily.
Should look at those pigs. They taste good. You just think about sausage and bacon, and then it'll be okay. Sausage and bacon. They have to die somehow, Emily.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Across the street from where I lived in Hiram was an old farmhouse.
Mm.
The glass was gone. It had been, and it was just,
Just abandoned.
just abandoned. And some of my dad's friends who came down from Hiram to check out the farm, they had a kid my age, and I thought I want to show this guy a good time so that he will always remember coming to to Hiram. And so we went across the road, crossed the canal, went to the house, and looked around. Yeah, this is interesting. There were some steps that went to the upstairs,
Uh-huh.
And we thought, oh, look, that lath and plaster needs to come off. And so we would kick this lath and plaster and make all kinds of noise. And in the part of the house where the kitchen went, there was a great big tall cupboard, and it was covered with bottled fruit that some woman had spent her time doing.
My goodness.
And so I said, "Hey, Brent, get over there and let's rock this thing and see what will happen." And so he got on one side, I was on this side, and we started rocking it back. All of a sudden, boom! It went crashing to the floor.
Yeah.
Fruit everywhere.
Oh, man.
We thought, this is great. We're having a good time. All of a sudden, I could hear the sound of rushed footsteps. And sure enough, it was the owner of the house.
Oh, no.
And he came up that stairway like a buffalo.
Oh, no.
What are you kids doing? Do you know what do you think you're up to?
Yeah.
Where's your dad? And so he said, he's over there. And so we went over and I think my dad was so interested in investigating about the farm stuff, he didn't pay too much attention. But Keith Garner and I, we learned to know who each other was, and I always avoided him.
Dang.
You know, and on that same road, there was an old kind of a log type building, and it was always sitting there, and you never saw anyone around. We need to find out what's going on with this house. And so there was an entrance into the attic on one side of the house with a ladder. No, what luck that we had. And we got up there, opened, and it was full of books, boxes of books.
Wow.
And us little kids, we thought, this is great, let's throw them out the window. And so we started slinging books out the window.
Oh, no. I had no idea you were such a destructive little man.
And I thought, well, I looked around, I don't see anybody around here. We're probably okay. But years later, my Aunt Emma, who lived over in Hiram, she knew. Someone told her someone saw us being naughty.
Yeah, yeah.
And she told of her disappointment.
Oh, darn. Darn. He got caught again. Poor Nick, he always gets caught.
And we had a librarian in the old Lincoln School. Her name was Bessie Brown. And
perfect name. These are perfect names. Your principal, he was like,
Bill Bailey.
yeah. Bill Bailey and Bessie Brown? It's incredible.
Bessie had black hair. It was dyed really black. And at Halloween time, as we were making our way up and down the street, we came to Bessie Brown's house. But we weren't interested in anything she would give us for Halloween. We just wanted to see what she was going to do. And so she gave each one of us an apple.
Oh, I love it.
Well, who wants an apple for Halloween? So as we were leaving, and it was dark,
Yeah.
we threw them in the ditch.
Oh. Darn. Bessie Brown's apples.
Oh dear.
I love it. You've remembered some beauties, Nick. Those are some good ones. Let me see, we've got this, we'll just turn it back on if it shuts off, but I have a question for your posterity about a time in your life when your testimony of Christ really grew, or when you felt his help the most, his grace or his mercy the most, the time when you really felt close to Jesus.
I remember those times, and it brings me to the present time, and I am just so thankful for Jesus Christ and for all that he does for me and for my family. I just love him.
Thank you, Nick. You two served a mission. We didn't talk about that. You served a mission together, teaching the people in India
We
about
went
Jesus.
there. We went there, didn't we?
Yeah. A lot of these beautiful things you have here in your house are from India. Did you get to just do regular missionary work in India, or was it mostly teaching English?
Mission call was to be proselyting missionaries.
Oh yeah.
So we worked with the young elders, and they would take us on teaching things, and we would bear our testimony and help them with their lessons. And I think I learned how to eat Indian food better than Carol.
You think so, Carol? You didn't like the Indian food as much?
It would make her mouth burn.
Oh, it's hot.
And it was same thing for me, but I got used to it.
That's great.
I remember the first night we were in our city where we would be for a year and a half. Vishakhapatnam is the name of the place. And the branch president wanted us to make friends and in fellowship of a couple in the ward who were having marital problems. And it was nighttime, and he had a little car, and so he went up the street and to the left and around, and we didn't know where in the heck we were, and he says, I want you to go here, I find these people and start working with them. We searched and searched and searched. I finally found where they lived. And we did what he wanted, and they became active in the church.
Wow. Yeah. Sheesh. That's an amazing place to serve in a mission. India. Was the food really similar all the time? Was it always kind of that classic kind of runny Indian food with all the, goodies in there on rice? Always orange?
What did we eat?
We ate butter chicken.
Oh,
Butter
yeah.
chicken.
We really like butter chicken.
So good.
And when they slaughter a chicken, somebody told us over in India, here there's a store, and this is where it is, and they have wonderful meat. We said, we'll find out. So we went there, and there was no meat. And what they had there were flies, and they get a big cleaver and hack the pieces loose. And
Oh, man.
if I wanted a chicken, I'd say, give me a chicken, and they would. I mean, in just seconds, they would have it skinned and been gutted, and
Wow.
and stuck in a plastic bag and see you later.
That is, yeah, wowzers.
But you know, they're building a temple in India.
Hmm.
They had property, and property in India is super hyper expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There is because the population is like 1,200,000,000 people,
Right. That
And-
makes sense.
and so there just isn't enough for everybody. So the church had, I don't know how they obtained the property, but they got it, and they built a stake center on it.
Mhm.
And then when the church announced that they would build a temple, they tore down the church that they had built
Oh, wow.
and built a temple. But
Wow.
it's kind of like the one in Hong Kong. It goes up
Really tall.
rather than spread it out.
Yeah. Wow.
And they have members of the church who are so faithful and so knowledgeable about the gospel. They're just really amazing.
Yeah. Well, you two, I've loved these stories. Love talking with you. Nick, do you want to share anything about, like, coming up at the very end? We talked a little bit about how Christ is helping you now. Carol, you've had some really hard health issues where you get headaches and things have been hard the past couple of years. How has do you want to share your testimony with your posterity about how Christ has helped you two through this hard time? You've been such an exemplary couple to us. You've been an example of how marriage can be. It's very grateful for you because you show us what it's like to just love each other. And so, in the past couple of years, when it's been hard and when your head's hurt and you've had headaches, and do you want to share anything with your posterity about how Christ has helped you through this kind of hard time?
I usually have to wear this
Mm-hmm.
because my head it hurts.
Yeah, just hurts.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but that's what I have to do.
Yeah, that helps a little bit. Well, even when you hurt, you still come to church, and you sit up there in that front row, and you've just been so faithful. It's been
Just sit there.
Yeah. You've been such an example, Carol. We're grateful for you. You're a beautiful soul, and we are grateful for you. So, we're just glad to have you.
Yeah, Carol's condition is called vascular dementia.
Mm.
And what that means, the vascular refers to the brain.
Mm.
And so she's had some mini strokes in her brain.
Mm.
And there is no cure for it.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that has drawn me closer to the Savior during this time is that I've pled with God to spare Carol this misery. And if he's willing, that would be just wonderful. But if it isn't, if this is not the time, or then I pray that she can have the strength to endure.
Yeah. I feel like you have been really blessed with strength, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's hard. It's got to be so hard, but you've just been you've been very courageous through it. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for the stories. I know there's so many more stories. So many stories we could talk about, but these are treasures. So I'm glad we got them saved. And your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids will be able to listen to those stories.
Yeah.
You know, since me and my siblings have started sharing stories for Christmas rather than candy,
Yeah.
I think it's helped us to draw closer to the Savior and really take in what the message of Christmas is.
I love that, Nick. That's a beautiful way to end, to encourage everyone who watches this to share stories instead of chocolate. You can get chocolate any other time, but when you get a chance to be together, share stories. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a 3-ring binder that's this thick
Uh-huh.
with story after story after story from all my sisters and brother.
Oh yeah, every year. So you'll type them up, bring them in.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
jeez.
if you have a photograph that goes along with it, that makes it even a little bit nicer.
Yeah, yeah.